Okay, for this activity, this is what you're gonna need. You can use these spray bottles, keep these here, and we will share these. You will need one transparency. I know that they look a little dirty and used. That's because they have been, but they'll be fine. Your paper, you will need at least 3 of these, if not more, and then markers. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. So I have one of my piece of papers. What you need to make sure that you're doing every single time before you get started with a Sharpie, please write your name on the back, okay? Don't worry if it bleeds through a little bit, it will be fine. Because we're going to be cutting some things out anyway. I don't care if you actually even do it on the front. So after you have that, your transparency, you are going to take markers from that center bin and you are just going to create a design. So since we're doing it on a transparency, it's not going to be perfect. Like you can see that color looks pretty light. But one thing that it's okay to overlap your colors and do your best to fill the entire plastic transparency. When you also do this, these colors are eventually going to end up mixing together. So you want to make sure that you're using colors that when they are mixed together, they look okay. Okay, so I have this filled for the most part. Notice that there are some spaces and things, which is okay. But the more spaces you have, the more white spaces you're going to have, and it's not going to turn out the best. So like I said, we will need 3 good ones. So experiment a little bit. If you don't like one, it's not a big deal. So once you have your transparency done, you're going to take the spray bottle and lightly spritz, not soak. So I'm just lightly, I'm not pumping this all the way. I'm just doing it a little bit. Then you can already see that marker is running together, forming some different colors. So you're going to take your piece of paper and you are just going to press it on top and smooth it down. Now, I understand that this paper is a little bit bigger than the transparency, so it might not cover it all up, which is okay. But as you lift it off, it's going to create a tie-dye watercolor effect that we are going to be using for the next step of our drawing project. So you need to have at least 3 of these that you want to work off of. You might create more than that today, but you need to have at least 3 good ones that we can use. You're done with your entire transparency. You need to actually go over to the sink, rinse it off. Then I would use the other side of the sink. You can take a paper towel and notice that it's still stained a little bit and you're going to dry it off. So if you want to use it again, dry it off because you'll want to clean it off in between turns. But then when you're done with it all finished for the day, where you're going to put it is you are going to put it here on this rack. Okay, so this is right by this sink here. So please put everything on here. All 3 of these prints are done. I know that they're going to be a little bit wet, but please just stack them up and neatly put them on top of your bin. And that's all that we will be doing today.